But I did bring up Project 2025, and there was another gentleman on named, what was his name? Kevin Roberts.
Mm-hmm.
And he's one of these guys that's behind Project 2025. He's with the Heritage Foundation. He was recently on with Simone Sanders. And
I saw that.
Yeah. And
that guy was creepy.
Yeah, he is. And it was a 12-minute interview, but I did find a clip that kind of there was a 2-minute clip that, kind of laid out a little bit more of the Project 2025 and all this ridiculous, scary stuff. And are you seeing people reporting on this a lot more recently?
Oh yeah, it's everywhere. You seeing it too, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's everywhere.
Which is good. Yeah. And it's perfect timing now, because it's just, this is something that should be hammered into people's heads every day. I don't even know, the day it came out, people probably should have been talking about it and going, whoa, guys, this is an actual manual of their plan. 2025 means the presidency and how we're going to govern from that point on if we win. That's basically what the 2025 is in the Project 2025. But this is Simone Sanders and the former RNC chair, Michael Steele. We're talking to Kevin Roberts of the Heritage Foundation. And towards the end, because I'm watching the interview and I hear her talking about voter fraud and I hear him talking about voter fraud. And I'm thinking to myself, you motherfuckers, on your own report, I won't give it away, but she did it. And I'm like, yes, good. She's bringing it up.
Simone's,
it was really good.
That whole time she was like, the way she was looking at him, like,
well, you could also tell when he'd say something, she'd be like, and she's looking down on her paper, like, no, I've got that right there. So you'll see what we're talking about in this clip. It's really good.
2025 is something that's going to transcend the next 4 years, the next 10 years. It really.
And by the way, this guy's on MSNBC. He goes, don't worry, guys. I'll be the representative. I'm not going to be the, the crazy nut that goes on here. I'm the intelligent guy. I know how to present this.
He was so creepy, though.
Yeah. He's not, to him, he's not the MAGA nut that you're going to see on other channels. He is the calm, cool, educated guy that's going to, he can handle these two.
Yeah, he thought.
Yeah.
Is for the first time in the history of the conservative movement, the apparatus for policy and personnel. That's the most important thing to remember.
I have one follow-up. It's just that you have said that this plan is about institutionalizing Trumpism. So, because I also know you all, not just the president of the Heritage Foundation, you're also president of the Heritage Action, which is the political action committee. And so, is it tied to Trump or not?
I said the context for that comment to the New York Times was that the work of the Heritage Foundation was to institutionalize Trumpism. Trumpism as a new version of conservatism, a conservatism that recognizes that by every objective measure, the United States is weaker in 2024 than it was in 1984. We also happen to think that's reversible, by the way. We're ultimately optimists. And by institutionalizing Trumpism, what we're saying is that even though we are known as Ronald Reagan's think tank, I'm a son of the Reagan Revolution.
By the way, real quick, they make up their own facts and then just say, we're going to get back to that. And you're just like, wait. What are you talking about? We are stronger back then than we are now. What are you talking about?
Right. I was thinking the same thing because I'm like, damn well your stocks are doing phenomenal.
100%. There's no doubt. And they make up this idea that we're a weaker country.
Right.
Again, I will say this. First of all, it's insulting to the men and women of our military. And these are supposed to be the military people. And they'll go, well, we're not blaming them. We're blaming the woke military, that they're allowing this wokeness. And here's the deal. Our military, first of all, could beat the fuck out of anybody that says you're too woke. I promise you that. Mm-hmm. And if anybody started anything with this country, I don't give a shit who the president is. This country is so stacked with weaponry. They're so stacked with different technologies. We would wipe out whoever the fuck we wanted in an hour. And I'm not saying that as in beating my chest. I'm just saying that let's make this clear. In no way is this country weak.
Right.
That's fucking insulting.
I'm very proud of that. That's 40 years ago, and we need to understand what time it is in America. And right now, Donald Trump, whether someone likes it or not, I happen to like it, is the standard bearer for conservatism.
Is your organization going to accept the results of the 2024 election,
this is good,
regardless of the outcome?
Yes, if there isn't massive fraud like there was in 2020.
What does that?
Again, that okay.
I mean,
if there isn't massive fraud.
Do you believe that there was not massive fraud?
There was massive fraud. We have an election fraud database that has documented that over years. By the way, the Heritage Foundation has been concerned about election integrity for decades, not just about 2020. We've been documenting this problem for a very long time.
Both of them looking at them notes.
I believe, according to the Heritage Foundation, sir, by your count, Heritage Foundation has done an investigation.
Listen to these numbers.
And according to your count, there have been 1,513 proven instances of voter fraud across the United States since 1982.
Yeah, that's probably
1,513.
Because they're very hard to document. And the Democrat Party is very good at fraud.
So, first of all, let's go back to that number. 1,513. That's a specific number. That's not a round number.
Right.
So they counted specific instances since, what'd she say,
1982 or 84? The 80s.
That is, I mean, that literally means there was no voter fraud at all. And let's make another thing clear. Let's say there was 1,500. All 1,500 of them were not Democrats. In fact, I would almost guarantee you that there's more Republicans that cheated in those elections.
Absolutely.
There's absolutely no question in my mind. But that is their own research. I don't know if he knew that, or I don't know if he was prepared.
He fell into it, but his face did not change. Because he's creepy as fuck.
Yeah. There's no question. And, he has no shame. And just like all these people, they have no shame. But 1,513. And then he said, well, they're hard to track. Well, then why do you have your own report if they're that hard to track?
And not even rounded off like an exact number.
Right. God, these people, like I said, they have absolutely no shame. They will lie about facts. Or non-facts and present them as facts and then just keep rolling through the conversation like it was just like, wait, we're going back to the thing that I lied about? What are you crazy?
They knew he was going to say that. They had him. Had him.
Well, they set it up perfect. I mean, they obviously asked him and I think they know. And in fact, they probably have heard this guy on interviews prior, hear him say that same nonsense. So they're like, well, let's bring him on and ask him. And bring him right. And you saw when he said there was no voter fraud, they both.
Yeah, I know. They're like, wait a minute, we got notes on that.
Yeah.
Or the control room's like, nope, we wrote it.
Yep. Hey, don't forget that 1,513 number. And she's probably like, that wasn't a very hard number to remember because it's nothing. Because voter fraud did not exist. But all right, so we are going to wrap up. Thursday night is the debate. We will be back on Tuesday to discuss it. I'm sure between the debate and Tuesday, so much shit will happen that debate's going to be old news.
Supreme Court stuff.
Yeah. I mean, will we get a ruling this week? I think we have. Isn't the session over?
Yeah,
at the end of this month.
That's right.
So the fact that they're taking this long is concerning. Let's put it that way. Very concerning. So, so Lana will not be doing her show, but you could check out the show she did last night. And then we'll be back on Tuesday night at 8:00 next week. And we'll talk about the debate.
Yeah.
So
see you Tuesday.
Good night, Lana. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for having me.
You're damn right. I was thrilled to see when you popped on there. I was like, fine, we got her.
I have to check out the first 30 minutes.
I was on fire. I know
you are. You're like a pro. You don't even need me anymore.
That's not true. I mean,
you guys don't see me on here. That means I've been fired.
No, let me tell you something. If Lana's gone, you're going to see those sub counts dwindle.
No, not true.
By the way, we hit 400.
Oh no! Yay!
We just hit 400. So
awesome. Like,
that's
subscribe.
Like, share, and subscribe. And by the way, a little tidbit, in about maybe 3 Tuesdays from now will be our 1-year anniversary.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
So we'll have a big bash for the 1-year
Oh,
anniversary.
right. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So bring your wine, bring your drinks, whatever it is you want to drink.
Okay, cool.
For the 1 year. But we'll talk about that some other time. But thank everybody for joining. If you haven't hit the like button before we go, just please do that real quick, and hit the subscribe button. You don't have to watch every video. You don't have to watch every show. You can watch the clips whenever you want to. You don't have to watch it all. Just help us a little bit, if you don't mind. Thumbs up. Thanks, guys. All right. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Good night.